Y'all, it was supposed to be a quiet Sunday night. Then Nicole Kidman went live, screaming, crying, shaking, and shouting one thing that stopped the internet cold. Maggie Baugh slept with my husband. Within seconds, viewers were frozen in disbelief. Keith Urban, sitting right beside her, simply stood up midstream and walked out, leaving cameras rolling, comments exploding, and the sound of betrayal echoing louder than any country song he'd ever sung. Dot. What really happened during that viral meltdown that has Hollywood whispering in disbelief? Buckle up, because this wasn't just a scandal. It was a live implosion no one saw coming. For years, Nicole and Keith were Hollywood's golden couple, smiles that lit red carpets, matching designer looks, chemistry that made people believe in fairy tales. But in one 20-minute live stream, the illusion shattered. Fans tuned in expecting Nicole's usual composed elegance. Instead, they were met with heartbreak and rage in real time. Her voice trembled as she spoke. "I've kept quiet for too long, but when your best friend stabs you in the back, silence is betrayal." At first, some viewers thought it was a teaser for a film. But when Nicole slammed her phone on the counter, turned the camera, and yelled, "Maggie Baugh, you slept with my husband," the internet exploded. That one moment rewrote the carefully curated narrative of Nicole Kidman's life. Comments flooded in shocked emojis, crying faces. "What is?" than anyone could keep up. And then Keith appeared in the frame. Calm, distant, silent. Nicole's mascara ran as she demanded, "Say it, Keith. Tell them she didn't." But he didn't. Eyes downcast, he sat still as if the weight of a decade-long secret had finally hit. And then, in a moment that would be immortalized online, Keith muttered something inaudible and walked out. Dot. No explanation, no denial, just silence. Nicole's voice cracked as she whispered, "He can't even deny it, you know why? Because it's true. She was supposed to be my friend." Within minutes, clips went viral. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, every corner of the internet had its version. Headlines exploded. Nicole Kidman live with explosive cheating allegation. Keith Urban walks out mid-live after wife's accusation. Maggie Baugh named as other woman. Who is Maggie Baugh? That's where the story takes its first sinister twist. She's not just a random musician. She's a rising country star, mentored by Keith early in her career. They had performed together, shared studio sessions, and attended red carpets, always looking professional, or so it seemed. Online detectives started digging. Photos surfaced from tour stops, Maggie smiling in the background, captions like "always supporting my musical hero." Fans noticed matching bracelets, matching hats, even the same guitar strap. And on the internet, coincidences simply don't exist. Dot. Comment sections lit up. "The way Keith looked at Maggie in that backstage video, that wasn't mentorship," one fan wrote. Another, "Nicole knew. You can see it in her eyes at the last award show." Meanwhile, PR teams scrambled. Nicole's reps refused to comment. Keith's publicist vanished. Maggie's Instagram went dark, comments disabled, stories deleted, profile picture gone. It was the digital equivalent of lockdown, but the wildfire had already started. Millions were watching as hashtags like Nicole Live, Keith Walkout, and Maggie Gate trended worldwide. For fans who had long admired Nicole's poise, seeing her raw emotion was shocking. This wasn't an act, it was heartbreak on display. She held her phone, scrolling through what appeared to be screenshots and messages. "I begged her to tell me the truth," she cried, eyes wide, voice trembling. The internet went into overdrive. Were these texts from Maggie and Keith? Late-night messages, photos, nobody knew for sure, but the implications were undeniable. Just as she was about to reveal more, the stream glitched. Viewers feared a technical error, but when Nicole returned, wiping tears, she said, "You know what? I don't even need to prove it. The truth will come out." And then, abruptly, the live ended. Dot. Chaos erupted. Reddit threads dissected every second. Fans analyzed her tone, lip-read Keith's final words, debated whether he muttered "not again" or "this is over." Celebrity insiders began leaking details, some real, some exaggerated. One source close to Nicole claimed she had discovered deleted voice memos on Keith's phone, late-night studio sessions with Maggie that weren't just about music. Allegedly, one memo had Keith saying, "You made me feel alive again, Mag." Another captured laughter followed by a whispered, "Don't tell Nicole." Whether these memos existed didn't matter. The story had legs. Gossip outlets ran with it, citing leaked evidence and unconfirmed audio clips. Nicole's silence only made the storm louder. Dot. 24 hours later, Maggie went live from her Nashville apartment. Tearful but defiant, she insisted, "I'm not a homewrecker. Nicole's like family. I would never do this." She claimed the rumors had ruined her career overnight and that she was receiving death threats, but the chat wasn't buying it. "Then why did Keith walk out?" one viewer asked. "Why did you delete your posts?" another pressed. Maggie's live ended abruptly after 10 minutes mid-sentence. Damage done. That night, Nicole's close friend and actress posted, "When a woman screams in pain, it's not for attention, it's survival." Fans immediately connected it to Nicole. This wasn't just gossip, it was war. Meanwhile, whispers from Keith's camp circulated. An anonymous musician claimed Keith had moved out of their shared mansion for space. Another said he was devastated that private issues went public, but others described a colder reality. Keith was furious that Nicole had gone live and humiliated him globally. PR teams were scrambling. Contracts reviewed, appearances canceled, brand deals frozen. Silence wasn't helping. The public assumed guilt. Then leaked footage hit the internet. Blurry clips allegedly taken backstage showed Keith and Maggie standing close, whispering, laughing. Keith brushed a strand of hair from her face. Was it innocent? Intimate? TikTok detectives slowed, zoomed, and color-corrected. Hashtags like Keith caught and backstage betrayal went viral overnight. The comments were brutal. Nicole wasn't crazy, she was right. Evidence everywhere. Nicole's emotional breakdown became a cultural moment. Talk shows debated it. YouTube channels dissected it. Psychologists weighed in on the trauma of betrayal. Memes circulated. One showed Keith walking out of frame with the caption, "When your Wi-Fi isn't the only thing disconnecting." Even old hotel records surfaced online, allegedly showing Keith and Maggie checking in together. Real or not, it fit the narrative, and the internet didn't care. Dot. By day 3, Hollywood wasn't asking if the affair happened. They were asking when Nicole would file for divorce. Paparazzi camped outside her Beverly Hills home, waiting for any clue. Nicole left with sunglasses and a folder in hand. Everyone knew something big was coming. Nicole didn't delete the live. She didn't issue a PR apology. Hours after Keith walked out, she posted a cryptic Instagram story. "Some women play guitar, others play with fire," tagged Maggie. Hollywood froze. Maggie's team scrambled, claiming defamation, but Nicole wasn't done. Sources say she refused to appear on set the next morning, citing a mental health break after betrayal at home. Meanwhile, TMZ caught Keith leaving their mansion with luggage, muttering, "Sometimes silence is the only song left to play." Fans remixed the line into TikTok sounds. The clip, paired with Nicole's meltdown, became one of the biggest celebrity meme moments of the year. Tragic, iconic, chaotic. Insiders revealed tension had been brewing for months. At a Nashville charity gala 3 months prior, Nicole looked annoyed during Maggie's performance of Midnight Highway. Then came supposed leaked texts between Keith and Maggie. "Keith, you make me feel alive again." "Maggie, don't say that, we'll get in trouble." "Keith, it's already trouble, I don't care anymore." Real, unknown. but social media dissected every pixel. Fans compared font styles, timestamps, even phrasing to Keith's known text habits. It matched. Maggie finally broke her silence from her Nashville home, tearful, defiant. "I have nothing to hide. I respected Nicole. I loved Keith and Nicole as artists. Whatever people are saying, it's not true." But comments weren't convinced. "Nicole has receipts," they typed. Within hours, Maggie's live hit over 3 million views under Maggie Gate. Then a former bandmate anonymously claimed on Reddit that Maggie had a history of getting close to powerful men in the industry. Post deleted, screenshots spread. What started as a love triangle was now a full-blown industry scandal. Nicole refused PR help. She reportedly said, "This isn't about image, it's about truth, dramatic truth." Yes, Nicole was living her own unscripted drama. Sponsors pulled back. Keith's tour lost major backers. Maggie's brand collaborations paused. Nicole's fragrance campaign was put on hold. Hollywood's PR machine was bleeding. Fans uncovered an old clip of Maggie covering Keith's 2000 hit, dedicating it to "someone who believes in me more than anyone." Keith smiled in the front row, proud or knowing. Paparazzi ambushed them, leaving a private studio. Keith snapped at questions. "Stop making assumptions. You'll see soon enough." Tabloids exploded. Is Keith starting over with Maggie? Nicole was later seen entering the same studio. No entourage, no makeup, just raw, fierce determination. Some claimed she confronted them. Others speculated she was recording a tell-all audio memoir. By morning, reps released statements. Keith and Nicole are taking time apart. Maggie is retreating to focus on music. The damage was done. The world witnessed the unfiltered collapse of Hollywood's golden marriage, live streamed and hashtagged into digital infamy. Fans remained split. Was Maggie manipulated, a scapegoat in Nicole's emotional storm? Or did Nicole finally expose the truth behind the red carpets and award speeches? One thing is certain, this scandal redefined going live. When Nicole screamed, it wasn't just rage, it was decades of image control shattering in real time. Fame, love, betrayal, the cost of appearances. It was all on display, and the world couldn't look away. So, Lumi Legacy family, what do you think? Was Nicole's emotional explosion a cry for truth, or a Hollywood performance gone rogue? Did Maggie cross the line, or is she the perfect villain in a story spun to clean up decades of deception? Drop your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping investigations. Because here, the spotlight never sleeps, and every secret eventually finds its voice.